Welcome back to the concept of functions here. So we know what a function is. A function is a self-contained block of code that performs a particular task. This concept of function is similar to what you have studied in C, C++ or Java. So a function is a subprogram, a block of code that is defined under a certain name. Function can take arguments. It can return a value using the return statement, and the name of the function follows the naming rules that we have used for naming a variable or a constant. And function names are not case sensitive. So if we have a function with uppercase letter and lowercase letter, they will be treated as the same. So it becomes like a function overloading, but which is not supported in PHP. So here is the scenario of a function declaration. So here any function name will be preceded with a keyword function to tell that this is a do something is the function. Do something is the name of the function, and you have a list of arguments separated by comma. You can have 0 or more arguments. Later on you are specifying the task the function has to do, then which will make up the body of the function, and a value will be returned to the main program by using the return keyword. So here is an example where we are demonstrating pass by reference. We all know that there are two parameter passing techniques. One is pass by value and pass by reference, but here we are demonstrating pass by reference. So when we are using the pass by reference, here we can see before the $ampersand result in the function declaration statement or function definition statement, we have an ampersand symbol to tell that it is a reference variable. So any changes that you are making to this reference variable will be reflected back in the same variable itself. So here we are saying $x is equal to 10, $y is equal to 5, result is equal to 0, and we are calling the function multiply of $x, $y and result, and we are printing the value of result. So when the function is being defined, we are using the function keyword followed by the function name and the parameters. The first two are, all the three are formal parameters, except that the third parameter is a special in its own way, which is a reference argument. So a reference argument will always be preceded with an ampersand symbol. So means any changes that you are making to this reference argument will be reflected back in the same variable itself. So $result is equal to $x into $y. So 10 into 5 gets multiplied and result is 50. And now when we display the value of the result, it is going to show as 50 but not 0. Also we can have functions with the default arguments. Suppose you may have a function with no argument, or you may have a function with an argument. In the first case, we have do it function which is having no argument. Still the function will be called, and the name is equal to PHP will be the default value that will be assigned to the name variable. So inside the function body we are having echo hello $name. The dot operator is used to join the strings that we have already seen. So hello dot $name will give you hello PHP. In the second case, do it guys, so this value will override the PHP. So now $name will be equal to guys but not PHP. So the value of the default the value that is, which is nothing but the default value, will be overridden with the value that is being passed to the function. So here in the output we can see hello guys. Then also function will PHP will emit warning if the number of arguments passed is not same as the number of arguments in the function declaration. PHP does not throw any warning in case a number is bigger than the number of arguments in the function declaration. Now in this case, in the first case do it, we are seeing that do it of do it simply without any argument. So, but we are not passing any default argument here. So as a result, you are having a function with no argument and you are calling a function with one argument, which will result in warning being generated. But in this case, the number of actual parameters is more than the number of formal parameters, so it makes no problem. So it will take the first value, elephant, and it will print the output as hello elephant. But we have to see that the number of formal parameters should match with the number of actual parameters. But if the number of actual parameters are greater than the number of formal parameters, it will not cause any error. But if the number of actual parameters are less than the number of formal parameters, then it is going to throw an error, which is shown to you in the first case. Okay. So this is all we have seen. Now recursion. What is a recursion? Recursion occurs when something contains or uses a similar version of itself. Or in simple way, we can say when a function is having a call to itself, it is called as a recursion. The classical example of recursion is always a factorial of a number. So here I want to print the factorial of 6. So I am defining a function factorial of $number. If number is equal to 0, return 1, else return number into factorial of number minus 1. So initially 6 is passed as a value to number, and when it is compared with 0, the condition is false, so it goes to the next line. So it says return number 6 into factorial of 5. And later on, again you are calling the function with factorial 5. Again it is making a call to the function. Again number is equal to 5. So again we are saying 5 into factorial of 5 minus 1, which is 4. Again you are calling the function, same function by itself with the value now 4. So like this the process will be repeated. So when we are returning out from the function, or when we are coming out from the function, all these values will be actually stored in the stack, and popping out operation will take place, and when popping out is taking place simultaneously, it is going to take into consideration the operator that it has to do when it is popping out the values. So it will be multiplying as 1 into 2, then 2 will be stored on stack, again 2 into 3 will be stored on the stack, which is 6, again 6 into 4, 24, 24 into 5, 120, 120 into 6, 720. Finally you will have a only one value present in the stack, which is 720, and that is the final answer which will be returned to the main program.